Yeah, this shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard.
It's about time. No breaks. Your opinion, not facts, got the right place. Debates, can't wait. Leave it all on the floor, pump fakes, ankle breaks. Tomahawks, send the crowd off. It's a short shot on MaudyGraw, not just ball. This is more life. Where you at, Sal? Address bullshit. P so mellow, big 3 shit. Hit subscribe, skip Shannon A. Smith. This a new vibe, so on point. Spread it worldwide. Powerful front and center, about to go live. 5, 4, 3, 2, zone. Bro Nation, welcome home.
Yes,
What up,
yes.
what up? Bronationhoops, season 3, episode 4.
Yes, sir.
As y'all can see, we live in person.
Yes, sir.
I got both my bros here with me. You know, it's me, MaudyGraw. I'm gonna start with my bro Sal Chino.
What's up, baby? Look, we can do this now. Damn.
Yes, sir. Chill
Yes,
bro.
sir. This is in person, man.
Yes,
I'm hyped.
sir. Yes, sir.
Ready to get to it, bro.
How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a good week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Good things this week. Good things.
Yes, sir. And to my left, I got my bro Peazy. What up, bro?
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Episode 4. We in here. How y'all feeling?
Hey, I feel great, man.
Great, bro.
I feel great. Hey, y'all, hey, Hoopers, y'all gotta excuse me if I'm cheesing the whole episode, man. It's been a good process for us, man. Ain't nothing but good vibes and good energy all day,
Hey,
man.
bro, I'm gonna just say it, bro. We look this good, bro. We look like professional, unprofessional analysts right now. You know?
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Hey, it's
Okay.
all about progression, man. All about
Absolutely.
progression. We're gonna keep moving. Y'all keep following us, man.
Mhm.
Before we get started, like I always say, appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram,
Absolutely.
follow us on YouTube. We everywhere at bronationhoops.com. Everywhere at bronationhoops. Bronationhoops.com soon coming.
Facts.
Yeah.
So what's good? I'm gonna start off. What's good with y'all, man? Anything new? Chino, anything new?
Not too much, bro. Only thing come to mind, my baby turning 6 months this weekend.
Let's
That's a big deal for
go. Oh,
Oh,
I
man.
pressed the wrong button. Let's go.
me. Oh man, thank you, man. It's been dope though, bro.
Yeah.
Just watching her grow and figure out new things, man. It's been cool to see. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. My niece, that's his first one, so
Just,
it's good to see her growing, man. Turn into a great parent.
gotta make her a t-shirt. I've been tasked with making a t-shirt that got the half on there with the glitter and all that.
Fine.
So I'm gonna do that soon. Just plug real quick if y'all need any custom vinyl, we're gonna do that as well.
Speaking of t-shirts, earlier today y'all saw a post with my bro Peazy and his son on there with the Bronationhoops onesie or shirt on,
Yes,
Fire.
sir.
killing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
What's
Yeah.
good, bro? Anything new with you?
Now I'm gonna piggyback off Chino because if y'all don't know, you know, we was what we call them, hospital buddies or
Yeah.
hospital babies.
Hospital 24.
Yeah, my baby boy, he'll be 6 months also on the 15th. But no, man, I'm just excited. Like I said, ain't been nothing but good vibes, good energy all day, man. Like I said, if y'all been with us for a while now, y'all know we just started off with just regular little Instagram pages and all that. So the fact that we here now, sitting in each other's company ready to do this episode, man, I think it's just pretty dope, man. So I'm just excited.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you gotta celebrate the small wins, man. You gotta celebrate the small milestones, man. This is big for us, bro. It ain't about necessarily, you know, trying to be the biggest and the best. It's just about building and doing it with my bros, you know what I mean? And eventually we get there if we get there. If we not, we making some good memories.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? They tell you to put your 10,000 hours in.
Facts.
We probably at hour 10.
Sure,
But we
sure.
gonna keep pushing. You know what I mean? Like he said, if y'all been following the journey, man, just keep going. We're gonna get better and better and better and better. So I mean, ain't nothing new here neither. You know what I mean? I've been riding my bike lately, taking a cue from Sal from last episode.
Yes,
I
sir.
got y'all on
Trying
that
to get in
tip.
shape, so I've been riding my bike. Taking me and my wife go out for walks every now and then, just walk around the block, just trying to stay in shape.
Mhm.
Man, health is wealth, big bro.
Yes, sir. I gotta get rid of this dead gut as I sip my tequila.
Yeah, that's the one with the least calories, right?
Word. There you
Yeah.
go. Yes, sir. So episode 4, man, season 3. we gonna keep pushing a lot of news in the NBA world this week, and we gonna cover it. That's why y'all here. That's why we here. Sit back and enjoy the conversation.
Thanks. What we into?
What we gonna? So we gonna start with let's go to Denver.
Ooh,
So this week past, we had Denver and Miami, right?
Yep.
Denver and Miami. It was a couple dirty plays. Jokic for the Morris, or depending on who you like, you could say Morris did it first. I mean, it is what it is. But it was a foul on Morris at like half court, and then Jokic, I guess, had enough. Retaliated. So, what y'all think about the play? I'm gonna start with Chino. If you saw it, what you think about it, and what you think going to spiral from this?
Man, let me say this first. I'm with you, Jokic. You feel me? Because the Morris twins, if you've been paying attention to them guys, they kind of like this league's like sneak dirty type of cheap shot guys. You know what I mean? They do that.
Mm-hmm.
Their role on their teams is to kind of like get under people's skin.
Right.
You know, he specifically picked Jokic to do that to. You know, former MVP, try to get under his skin a little bit, and it ain't worked this time. And I'm glad it ain't worked, because if you gonna foul me, bro, just you want to stop the fast break, just foul me. But you trying to do, you elbow on me, so
Definitely.
you get what you get. Back turn, back not turn. Don't throw no punches. Hide your hand. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm with you, Joker. And it's bros, because I feel like that's how we getting busy. You feel me? So yeah.
Right.
Straight up.
It is. We on the court. We doing whatever we gotta do at that point. You feel me? What you think, Peace?
Right. No, I just want to quote the Jokic brothers real quick, because he brought up the bros. So if y'all don't know, Jokic, he got two, I guess, big brothers. They look like bodyguards. They be in the stands at every game he played. So Marcus Morris, he came back and put something on Twitter about, pretty much said, what did he say? Oh yeah, he waited till bro turned his back or something like that. Then he put the little emoji for noted.
Word.
So then the Jokic brothers specifically made a Twitter page that same exact day to respond back to the brother.
They made their own page
just to respond back. So they pretty much said, and I'm gonna quote it for y'all. It said, at Mook Morris too, that's Marcus Morris, it said, you should leave it this way. You should leave it as it is instead of publicly threatening our brother. Your brother made a dirty play first. If you want to make the step further, be sure we're waiting for you. Signed off by the Jokic, bro.
Bro, you just said a key thing, bro. These brothers specifically made a social media page
just to
let you know. You gotta appreciate that, bro.
So just real quick. So of course, you know, the Morris twins, I think they from Philly and all that. So you know, they gotta stand their ground too. So the brother, he tweeted back and pretty much said, you know, y'all got the right brothers. But I don't know. I just want to say, the Morris twins, they dirty. They stepped on my boy Luka's foot one time in the playoffs, try to hurt him on purpose. So I know what they about for real. But no, I think Charles Barkley and Shaq said something key on NBA inside the NBA. They pretty much say, if you're gonna hit somebody, don't turn your back. That's number one. You know what I mean? So you pull the dirty play, but then you turn your back on the dude. So I don't know. He got what was coming to him, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you do a dirty play, you gotta deal with the consequences, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like, I just can't wait till they play again.
Facts.
That's gonna be.
And I heard, did y'all hear that he was waiting outside their locker room?
Yeah.
Like, as a team, Jimmy ain't like that.
Right.
I mean, I dig that as a teammate, but you gotta see what happened, Jimmy. Like,
yeah. And speaking of, you gotta see what happened. Like, when you see the replay, Jimmy didn't see what happened. He was running down the court. He turned around.
Right, exactly.
Saw him on the floor. So he was probably in the heat of the moment. But hey, teammates, that's what you're supposed to do, I guess, at that point.
So, question though, did y'all hear Kenny Smith's perspective on it?
No.
He pretty much said something about, don't quote me if I'm wrong, the exact thing, but he pretty much said, so the fact that Jokic responded like he did, he kind of had to, because now, you know, people think he's soft and stuff like that and take them kind of cheap shots because he's an international player. So he's like, now that Jokic responded like that, he's like, now we gotta play basketball. Our tactics can't work no more. So now you know that stuff ain't gonna work. So now what you gonna do about the basketball side?
Shout out Kenny Smith. That was a dope perspective. I didn't even think about that. I guess you're right, because if he would have let it slide, you got a whole bunch of dirty players in the league that are probably trying to test and keep testing and
A whole
testing.
bunch of Pat Beverleys and all that.
A whole bunch of Peace boys.
And look, he used a great example on it though. He used Blake Griffin. Remember when Blake Griffin was dunking on everybody? Remember people used to beat him up though.
Yeah.
He never really responded. But Jokic's like, nah, I'm in it better than the boy ASAP.
True. Blake did get the soft tag, just like LaMarcus Aldridge actually got the soft tag too. Even though he was killing, but people knew they can kind of pick on him.
Yeah.
And they definitely gave him the salt tag. That's a good point.
Right.
I didn't even think about that. But like I said, I can't wait to see them play different conference. I think that was their first game, so they at least got one more game to play. So it's gonna be interesting.
What you think the game gonna look like?
Where was it, in Miami or Denver? The game that just passed.
I want to say he was in Denver.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I think it was in Denver. So if they go back, the next game gonna be in Miami. Different vibes. I don't know. You gonna really see what Joker made of. He might bring his boys in. He's gonna have to be loaded.
They're gonna be there for sure.
For sure.
They're gonna be in the building on the floor.
Yeah.
They gonna have to be there because that's a hostile environment. You already know the fans is gonna be into
They're gonna
it.
be happy.
Oh, that's gonna be a game. That's gonna be the game of the night for Bronationhoops. It gotta be.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
gotta see where they play.
I don't know what it's gonna look like. The Denver playing good right now. Might ain't playing good. So it's just gonna be interesting to see how they interact.
I'm gonna tell you, I think it's gonna get chippy, but just kind of like because it has to. I think they basketball players, you know what I mean? I think it's gonna get chippy just to try to please the audience or whatever, but then they're gonna play like some real basketball.
You don't think it's gonna be like them, I guess, playing up to the hype or feeling pressure to be like Joe is feeling like I gotta do such and such and such.
I think it's gonna start like that. You might get like a first quarter of that, first couple minutes of that. Sure. I think they're gonna play hard. They're gonna be up for this game for sure. But I think guys,
the refs is gonna really have to officiate that game.
Facts.
So they're gonna have to keep it under control. But I mean, speaking of refs and officiating, you might as well go to my boy.
Oh, man.
You might as well go to my boy. That was a good setup. I did that on purpose. That was a good one. We might as well go to my boy, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just get y'all thoughts, because I'm pretty sure y'all heard it, and I'm a player for the hoopers out there. But just on officiating period, like how y'all feel about the new rules, and is it making the game better? A lot of people came out last week. We played a Draymond clip of him saying he liked watching the game. So how y'all feel about it? I'm gonna start with Peace.
I like the new rules, man. I think it's making players actually have to, you know what I mean? Like they got a hoop now. They can't just go out there trying to trick the ref and get into the free throw line and everything. And your boy, you know what I mean? He don't try to trick people, but he just, because the way his game is, you know, the way he play, it's taking a toll on him. He ain't putting up them 30 and 40 point games right now, but just overall, I think it's good. Like I said, just watching James Harden, I used to hate watching him playing because he was always, you know, he actually looked for the foul. But like I said, now it's forcing people to go out there. You got to hoop. You can't look for the ref. The ref looking at them like, hey, what you looking at me for? You know what I mean?
Make the layup.
Yeah.
Word.
So no, I like it.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I like it.
I like it too. You know, keep it so like it's making people have to play. Now I do get the frustration because side note, my boys is 8-3 number one. But I've been watching every game and like you can see that they still the refs I'm talking about. You can still they see in like transition. So they do miss some calls that you could be frustrated about. Like, and especially depending on where you at in the game, like how the game going. I can see that as a player, but that's just a part of, you know, going in the right direction. I think that's just a side effect. So I like it. You know, I think it's pushing players that have to really play. So
I agree. Let's play the dang clip real quick.
Kind of angry leaving the court. What had your ire?
I feel like the way the game is being officiated is unacceptable. I don't want to go too deep into it so they make a big deal out of it, but the explanations, the shit that's getting missed, I mean, come on, man, I'm not even a player that, I felt like coming in, the rule change wouldn't affect me because I don't do the trick to referees, I don't do the trick plays, and it just is unacceptable, man. then the explanations and the remarks in return when you tell them is just like, I don't really have nothing else to say about it.
Man, my man frustrated.
Now, I had to play that clip before I started talking because last night they played the Clippers, and I think that's where the clip came from. But Chauncey Billups and Dame Lillard was on the sideline basically trying to ask the ref what happened, or give an explanation at least of what happened and what happened with the foul. And I guess they wasn't satisfied because Chauncey Billups was on the sideline wilding. Dame was on the court wilding. So I kind of knew this was going to spiral out after this. But I agree with Chino and I agree with Peace. For real, it's the game is fun to watch because they actually have to play. But like Chino said, they do miss certain calls because they try so hard to implement this rule, which makes it hard on the ref. So they are missing blatant fouls. And I ain't saying that because that's my man. We ain't lose because of
No, yeah. They're doing the other stars dirty. I think they kind of like doing the stars bad.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like I watched Zach, a star. I watched that.
Keep plugging them.
Keep plugging them balls.
We good for once, yo. You gotta let me have this, bro. I need this right now.
Yeah, Peas ain't been plugging Melo in a while, so
You know what I mean? Something holding us down, man. Yeah, they missed a lot of calls. Oh my God, he got a tech last night. Actually, he did a 360, but he was missing a lot of calls. So the frustration is like we're around the league for all the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and normally what happens when they implement the rules is that refs overdo it first, and then kind of towards the middle of the season they start to ease off, and by the playoffs they kind of got it down pat, and players know what to do. But that's kind of frustrating when you're playing for Portland. They played the Clippers 3 times already, and that's a conference rival. So it could come down to a game or 2 in the West, and that could cause it to miss.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I mean?
Hey, girl, let me ask you this though, because Chauncey Billups, the head coach for y'all now, right? So if y'all remember, Chauncey when he was in the league, he kind of tricked the referees too. When he used to play, he used to get to the free throw line a lot too.
Yeah, it's definitely a smart play.
Yeah. So do you think he's having an effect on Dame as far as, you know what I mean? Like, cause he relied on the kind of calls, and you feel like Dame should be getting the same kind of calls?
I think Dame a star in the league, so I think Dame should get certain calls. We know that's how the league goes. But like I said, I think they starting off not calling nothing, then it's going to ease into it. But Chauncey Billups, you're right. He definitely had to play the gray area.
Yeah.
So if he was smart, he bent the rules. You know what I mean? He used to get those fouls, those and 1-3s. So yeah, I mean,
I think it's growing pain, bro.
Yeah, and along with growing pains, but he definitely pushing my man Anthony Simons. My man, I know I say he should get traded a couple episodes ago, but he's doing his thing right now. So.
Listen, we give y'all Westbrook, we take all
we don't want Westbrook. We don't want Westbrook. He's sending to the board. So.
Nah, we good. You heard me say we winning right now. I'm trying to keep doing it.
Oh man,
that's crazy, man. But I like it, man. It's fun to watch basketball. I'll be sitting there watching it all the time, so it's good to watch.
Thanks.
Yeah. So we can go. Of course, another big thing in the league.
Talking about Scottie.
You already know. I ain't had to say it.
I'm trying to tell you, because Scottie
too high.
So Hoopers, if y'all listen to our last episode, hopefully y'all did listen to our last episode. Listen to it or watch it. We on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, all streaming networks, platforms, everything. Sorry, I had to plug it, y'all. But no, if y'all listen to our last episode, at the very end when we was talking about Scottie, we kind of threw it out there that he must have been trying to sell a book or something like that. And it turns out that we was right, man.
Called it.
It seems like he on every news channel, everybody just doing the interview, trying to sell his book, which I salute him for, but he been going in on Jordan, man. So he done said a couple other things. The main thing that stood out to me was he tried to compare Jordan's flu game to a back injury that he played with. And Scottie quoted, I'm gonna quote another thing. He pretty much said, I don't see many bad back games, but I do see flu games. Pretty much said the flu, like, come on. But pretty much he trying to say anybody can play with the flu, but everybody can't play with a bad back.
Yo, I'm gonna say this, right? Let me just say, Scottie probably right. He probably right, bro. Like, all right, herniated this. That's crazy than a little cough. That's a little raising a little, sniffle cough. But bro, that was how many years ago?
Mm-hmm.
You sound like a bitter baby mama, bro. Like, you gotta relax. You gotta relax, bro. We appreciate you, Scott. This make me feel like Scott was just sitting there like,
Yeah, last dance on, huh? Your kids probably was watching it all and they're like, oh,
I can't even feel my ankles. You got the flu. That's probably how Scottie was giving it up on the bench. Like,
you talking about on the
yeah.
Where he probably was definitely sitting on the bench like, man, I was playing with back in this whole time. He getting all this fame.
You're making yourself look bad, Scott. You gotta just kick your wings and chill, bro.
Yeah, but shout out to Undisputed Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless say a lot of stuff that's crazy and be hating on people, in my opinion, but he did say something was true because back in those days, he always bragged about how he was, I guess, a sideline reporter, a news reporter, something for the Bulls back in them days. But he said specifically, I think it was Game 6, the closeout game when Jordan, when he did they say a push off on Brian Russell and hit the game winner. That game, Scottie's supposed to have a back injury, but Skip Bayless pretty much said Scottie made himself look bad because even though he was playing with back injuries, Jordan was still carrying him. So that game, Scottie only had like 8 points and Jordan had like 44. So you talking about, playing with a back injury, you was kind of hurting the team. So Jordan still carried you while you had a back injury, Scottie. And Jordan carried y'all when he had the flu game. So you can't keep talking about that, man.
Jordan carried them, period.
Facts. Yo, like, Chino made a good point, bro. Like, imagine how Scottie was sitting on the bench watching Jordan play that flu game and all the praise he was getting and all that. Scottie, man, he definitely sound like a bit of me. Go ahead, Chino.
Even if he wasn't hating, you making yourself sound like a hater, bro. Like, you got 6 rings. Do you got 6? Scott got 6.
Yeah, 6.
You got 6 with him. You got all the chips. Hey, bro, just what you doing?
He couldn't sell his book without talking about Jordan. That's my question, right?
Probably not.
Look,
I think about it,
it's a smart tactic though, because he would have sold just because he's Scottie, but now that he's talking about Jordan, he really selling.
Yeah,
so just think about it. You're gonna have 1 million people going to see it just so go buy it just so they can see what he's talking about.
The juice.
And he be saying like in chapter 1, I talked about this game, blah blah blah. So you probably definitely gonna get some sales.
I'm not buying that book, Scott. And I'm calling you Scott.
Definitely been calling Scott the whole
Scott. You acting like Scott right now.
Definitely sound better, bro. I don't think it's the way to go about it. Maybe they did have a bad relationship, but from what it seemed like they was cool on the court. Jordan don't seem like he have any issues with Scottie when he talk about Scottie publicly.
Right.
He be praising him.
Scott, we love you. The fans love you, man. We gonna want you back. You ain't Mitch.
Yeah, you ain't gotta do that, bro.
Yeah, man.
You ain't gotta throw another man under the bus, bro. Not the GOAT.
Right.
Throw Scott Skiles on the boat. BJ Armstrong, he don't even play no more.
Right.
Talk about some of them, man. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do to sell the book.
Yeah, it's a good tactic.
Scott.
I just ain't a fan of throwing people under the bus, bro. I think you could talk about the turmoils and the problems you had with the team without comparing your game to his game.
Yeah, facts. That become different when you're doing that.
Yeah, man.
That become baby mother, bitter baby mother territory.
Yeah, man. Talking about your new girl, what she do versus what she used to.
Yeah, you feel me? What you talking about?
Yeah, I don't respect the person, Scottie. I get it, but I don't respect it.
Yeah, no, I don't respect it at all. But since we talking about the Bulls, Chino, well, let me ask you this: is this jersey retired for the Bulls?
For sure.
It is. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Got your time.
You got this jersey in the back. Come on, Scott.
Top 70. What he top 75?
Yeah, he was top 75.
Yeah, he's top 75.
Better had been
with Scott.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
But anyway, man, talking about the Bulls, man. Let's go into some current Bulls. Chino,
the number 1 in the Eastern Conference, Bulls. Bulls that just beat Brooklyn by 23 points.
Yeah.
Bulls that just made Luka Doncic go 6 for 18.
Ah.
Talk your stuff.
You know what I mean? We can talk about them.
Talk your stuff.
But I'm talking like this, but it's kind of bittersweet because we just got the news that Vooch is out for 10 days with COVID. That's gonna hurt. We already lost Patrick Williams. We still ain't got Kobe White back. We already been small.
How about Kobe White?
So we already been having challenges in the paint, and then to lose Vooch, who is a walking double-double, that's gonna hurt on this Western Conference road trip. Sure. But thinking long-term and seeing what we can do as a healthy unit or semi-healthy unit, I'm confident that we can make a major playoff run. But we might hit a little low not having Vooch out there and already being small.
Oh, you spoke about that Western Conference trip. That's a mean trip.
Yeah, no. I was looking forward to it. That's why I can't, it's bittersweet to talk like this because we got Golden State coming up, they 10-1, number one team in the league. And Steph just dropped 50, like 2 days ago.
Clippers after that, Lakers after that.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't worried about the Clippers. I'm not gonna, I skipped them.
They beat us.
I'm glad that we got them first on the back.
Yeah,
matter of fact, I wish we had them last because we need to be fresh for the Lakers.
All right, so I'm gonna give you these 5 games since you're the Bulls fan, right? You got Golden State, Clippers, Lakers, Portland, Denver. How many of y'all get out of that 5?
You said
y'all got
Lakers.
Golden State, Lakers, Clippers, Portland, Denver.
That's rough.
That's a
we
tough
3-5.
question. 3 out of 5?
Yep.
You trying
Golden
to
State,
count my
like
boys?
yes.
You counting my boys up?
Absolutely. I'm sorry, bro.
We going out to watch that game.
But
that's tough.
Golden State might get us. I got us beating both LA teams in Portland, and then Denver might get us. Because Denver got bigs. That's our only weakness is the paint with bigs. And Vucevic being out, we got the MVP.
So you still think y'all gonna beat the Lakers?
Yeah, because y'all got Russell Westbrook. Look, you can't even. It's real when he can't even say nothing
We
back.
can go right from there and go right to Peace Lakers.
Hey, y'all know how I feel, man. We got to trade that man. I don't know if y'all saw the game. Who they beat just recently? They beat Miami. The other night.
Overtime, right?
Yeah, they beat Miami. Number one, shouldn't have went to overtime.
Can you tell the people why it went to overtime?
There's a lot of different reasons. Number one, my boy Melo, he had a 5-second call against him that happened in the crunch time. So that's one thing. But man, Russell Westbrook, by his standards, he finally had a good game. I give him that.
Yeah,
but he still had like 10 turnovers. At the end of the game, it's a tie game. The chance to win the game. You got Melo at the top of the key, wide open. This dude waves Melo off and shoots a contested 3-pointer.
I see it.
Like, bro, you like a 20% 3-point shooter. Melo shooting about 65% from the 3 this year, at home at that.
And he just hit the 3 right before that.
I'm trying to trade the man.
For everybody that's listening, though, like, that's Bronationhoops' problem. Like, Russell Westbrook is a great player. No, for real. Like, Russell Westbrook is one of the greatest to ever play in the NBA. Let's not get it twisted.
Right.
But this is the problem we had. Like, when it comes to your greatness equating to winning in the way that it should to get the accolades that you get, you can't make basketball decisions like taking a contested 3-pointer with a wide open, high percentage 3-point shooter right next to you. That's when the game is up here and you start to get away from numbers and start to pay attention to like activity on the court.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you can get 20 and something, but if you got 10 turnovers, what's hurting you or making, you know what I mean? Like them 20 points ain't really worth nothing with 10 turnovers.
Take away the 20 points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's our problem because we've been going in on this episode. I caught myself. I'm like making jokes. You know what I mean? Even though I mean what I'm saying, but I'm giving y'all context as to why I'm saying what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Remember on one episode, I said I didn't want him to start doing good because that was going to be worse for us. I'm telling you.
didn't say that.
Because even during this game, I'm telling y'all, man, he hit like 2 straight shots in the crunch time. but they was like, I think they was like, within like 5 or 10 feet of the basket. So they was good shots. And I was like, all right, cool, I clapped for him. But I was like, that's not good.
He started
Because
feeling himself.
he started feeling himself. And like I said, he waved Melo off. And then he shot a contested
He
three-pointer,
said he
man.
waved Melo off.
The sentence is crazy.
Melo probably was like,
He
bro,
was, man.
what you mean?
Mhm.
Yo, speaking of your Lakers though, bro, I was watching the game the other night,
Mhm.
and LeBron James, bro,
Oh, fan.
this man is up and down the sideline
Yeah.
like the coach, like Frank Vogel sitting down.
LeBron, the coach,
LeBron
man.
is at the scores table talking to the refs, like with
Mhm.
plain clothes on. Bro, I never seen a player do that in the league.
Yeah, no.
I didn't think they could cross the coach's box. I thought they had to stay down there. LeBron be at the top. He be like when they hitting three, he be on the court a little bit. Like
Yeah.
he do whatever he want.
Yeah, no, he did something last night when they played Miami. And I thought he probably should have got attacked because he came like right underneath the basket where the ref was, and he wasn't, like you said, he was in street clothes. But man, it's LeBron, man. They call him the king. The league is his.
Yes.
The refs, they be shaking his hand behind closed doors. Like,
He's shaking his head.
they not gonna get that man attacked. They'll give him a warning or something like that. But yeah, no, yeah, that's just not a good look though.
How Frank Vogel feel about that, bro? Like you watching your player run up and down while you sitting there. He probably wanted to get up.
He's watching his assistant coach run up and down.
Or he the assistant coach. LeBron is the head man. He was writing plays the other day.
Mhm.
He was telling people this while Frank Vogel standing off behind him.
Yeah.
He literally on the court, like do such. Frank Vogel behind him. Like
We all knew that though. LeBron been coaching since what? What was his first chip? However long.
In Cleveland.
Yeah.
Word. It was just crazy to see. I was just waiting for the ref, like give him a tech, bro. What is y'all doing?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't getting no respect.
But just one more quick on the Lakers, man. But other than Russell Westbrook, but just the team overall, man. If you watch them play, they be having too many like lazy plays. Like the defense be lagging. Anthony Davis, sometimes he play like Porzingis. He's 7'1", but he play like he's 6'5". Like,
Word.
I mean, the coaching is bad. The rotation is bad. They got a long way to go, man. But I say all that to say, I think they're like 7-5, like the number 7 seed in the West. So, I mean, they getting there. They still got to trade Westbrook, but they getting there.
Y'all gonna be good. Y'all gonna be top 5 in the West, but for us, it's gonna be your problem in the playoffs.
They got to trade them, bro. Somebody put a good trade. Russell Westbrook for Ricky Rubio.
See,
That'd be perfect.
that's what you got.
That'd be
That's
perfect.
actually what y'all need is a more true point guard
Mhm.
that can just dish the ball. Like they ain't worried about scoring. That's
Man.
why
Rondo
Rondo
start
fits
Rondo and bring Russ off the bench.
They not
Rondo a knucklehead sometime though, man. Let me comment on that. He smacked the dude in the head the other night, got tossed from the game. Yeah, man.
They not gonna run. Westbrook ain't gonna sit on the bench though.
Because of money.
So,
Make too much money
it's-
to them.
make too much money to sit on the bench, bro. Like you gotta trade him. So I just hate to see. I know what's about to come up, but it is what it is. My boys. I still got the jersey on though. I'm still a fan.
Go real one for real.
I've been watching the games.
Mm.
I've been listening to Dame complain. I've been watching CJ kind of carry the team a little bit, but Dame is actually starting to heat up these last 3 games. He's been
Mhm.
having like 25, a little bit more than 25, hitting his shot. So he's gonna hit his stride. Right now we 10th, we 5-7. We gotta make the top 6 to avoid the play-in now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that top 6 gonna be tough in the West. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, not hopefully. I was about to say hopefully injuries happen. I don't hope nobody get injured. But I mean, hopefully things fall in our favor and we can end up somewhere top 5, top 4. Hopefully we can get some home court and make some things happen. But watching our team play, they actually play good. They just make a lot of mental mistakes, like you said.
Yeah.
A lot of lazy plays, a lot of just giving things up. But we'll put it together, bro. I don't really got too much to say about my boys this episode. Next episode, we should have a couple more wins on our belt.
Yo, bros, we kind of like breeze past it a little bit, but I think we gotta give some respect to the Golden State Warriors. Like they need a moment.
They need a moment, bro.
I think they deserve a moment, bro. Like everybody counted them out, and they're not even healthy at 10-1 in a Western Conference, bro. I know we got injuries and all that stuff, but the NBA is the NBA. They got as many injuries as the next team,
Definitely.
and they balling like this. Like, what you think about that, bro? Like, is this coincidence? Did you see this coming? What you
I
think?
definitely ain't see it coming. I mean, Golden State always a good team. Right now, they top 4 in every category. Top 5 in points per game. Top 2 and second in rebounds per game. First in assists per game. Like
Crazy.
They playing with joy, like we always say. Like just like Chicago and the Wizards. Shout out to the Wizards. Shout out tied for the Bulls for first place in the East. But they all having fun. Shout out to Cools.
Shout out to
Hey,
Cools.
hey, did we talk about that though? People flourish after they leave LeBron.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
But did you hear what Cool said? I know we talking about Golden State right now, but did you hear what he said?
Nah.
Yo, so they played Cleveland last night. They beat Cleveland. But during the game, a fan had a sign that LeBron is the reason Kuzma has the ring. And he saw that. But he said back, if it wasn't for LeBron, the Cavs wouldn't be relevant. And then in his post game, he was like, they chose violence. They chose violence, and I took it a step further. I was like, yeah, Kuz.
Yeah, bro.
If he hit the game winner or something too, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like I was saying though, bro. It's about playing with having fun. Kuz is having fun. I follow the Wizards on social media, so every win they get, you see Bradley Beal running, hugging, Trez and all that. Man, they having fun. Golden State having fun. Steph Curry dropped 50. You heard the announcers was like, yeah, he dropped 50, but it ain't that big of a deal. On live TV, bro.
That's crazy.
He dropped 50, but
50
ain't no big deal.
Who said that?
The announcers for the other team they was playing when he dropped 50. I can't remember who it was. But live TV, he dropped 50, but ain't no big deal no more. What? 50
How we on the Wiz real quick? Shout out to my lender and my realtor, Brandon and Steve. They Wiz fans. We gonna wax y'all like a technician on first.
Oh, you going to the game, right?
Facts.
That's gonna be a good one, bro. The Wiz playing, but like Golden State, bro, give them their props. Clay not even back. They on a roll. It's gonna be interesting to see how Clay come in and do with that squad once he get back. But looking good, bro. It's hard. Golden State gonna always be top. They find a way to get it done.
Yeah, definitely.
Their problem just been health since the last time they won a chip, honestly.
Right?
But you know what though? We can't really blame it. I'm gonna say not blame it all on health, but like some of the young players starting to like develop too. Like the dude Jordan Poole coming off the bench, killing.
And he got GP son. Shout out to the glove.
He killing too.
I like Shorty. I followed him on the gram after that last game.
Yeah, he killing too. So like so that younger players starting to develop.
That's a good point, Peace, because it looked like they got good player development and like Steph really be embracing like the stars embrace them. I actually watched the joint where they had Draymond Green mic'd up. And he was just talking to. He was what's that center name? I can't think of your name.
Wiseman.
Yeah, Wiseman.
I think I saw
like he was talking to Wiseman, like you got this, building his confidence in the game. Talking to Poole, shoot that. Like you're a shooter, shoot it.
Yeah,
do what you do.
Like we all miss shots.
Yeah, we all miss shots. Yeah. He was like he pointed at Steph like he missed a shot, right?
Yeah.
He missed a shot, right? You missed a shot. Keep playing. That's what you need, bro. And it's all about having fun on the court and playing with confidence where you know your teammates got your back. Sky's the limit, bro.
That's key.
So shout out to Golden State, man. They looking good. I've been watching some of their games when I catch them, but it's gonna be a long road. Yo, we only 4 weeks in. The season ain't. I mean, the league ain't doing nothing but getting better and better and better.
You think they finished top 5?
Warriors
in the West?
Oh, definitely. Cause they the type of team once they get a lead and they on a run like they on now, like they don't let up.
I thought I was gonna catch one of y'all slipping.
It's hard. I was actually about to say no. The only reason I would probably say no is because teams gotta have a chance to gel, and they're gonna start gelling more so towards the middle of the season. Hopefully, you still got the Lakers gelling, which is a dope team. You got Memphis creeping up. Memphis playing good. My boys, they got to gel in order for anything to work. Denver playing good. Shout out to Will Barton, killing. Dallas still playing good.
Yeah,
Bro, it's gonna be a tough joint going down the wire, bro. So I don't know.
I feel you, but you gotta think this, right? They still got 4 guys that's out.
Sure.
Still. And they still are growing, and they already have a core that won championships.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that's gonna take them even further. And then, like you said, the player development, when Clay and the rest of these guys get back, these guys that's killing is gonna become your second rotation.
Oh, good point.
You know what I mean? And then that's just nasty for anybody.
That's why I said this show great. You know, we say what we say, but it's 3 different perspectives up there. And sometimes that other perspective be like, man, that's a good point.
I ain't even think about that.
I ain't even thinking about that.
Yeah,
So
facts.
yeah, you're right. Them stars or them young boys that's playing good now gonna be that second unit, and they already gonna be gelled. So they're gonna be going up against all these other teams' second unit.
I don't see no roster filled out so much better than theirs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so let me ask y'all this, fellas. So we can talk about the Wizards, the Bulls, even the Warriors this season. And girl, I'm gonna go to you first. So 2 teams. So who would you say for you so far this season? Who was your most disappointing team so far? You can't say your Blazers. All right, so your most disappointing team, and then like the most surprising team.
If I can't say the Blazers, I don't really
I
know
think you can
what
say
to say. Yeah. I know the hoopers out there probably watching like, man, you're a real fan. Like, I'm a real fan, bro. I can't help it. I try to catch other games when I can, and I to be well versed in what I'm talking about. And I definitely catch a lot of games, but Portland definitely is the most disappointing team right now to me, if you're asking me, because they got so much potential, but it's just not working for some reason. I don't know. Like I said, I guess they might have to gel or whatever it is that they gotta do, take a retreat together.
Y'all know what I say. Chino called me out the other day. He said, man, Pea's always trying to break something up.
I knew I was about to say it.
Hey, bro, I don't think we should break up yet. I think we got a couple pieces that we could probably add, but I don't think we should break the squad up just yet. I'm more so leaning towards that than I ever been, but I don't think they should break it up yet. But we'll see. Yeah, that's the most disappointing. And then speaking of the most surprising, I would probably say between the Wizards and Golden State. I would probably lean towards the Wizards more so because Golden State, like Chino just made great points. They always there. They're a championship team. Their nucleus, so they're still there. They ain't break it up. So they can. It's surprising that they 10-1, but it's not surprising that they good.
Right.
It's surprising that the Wizards gelled as good as they did starting, and then Cool's kind of shining. You got Brad doing his thing. You got Trash doing his thing. They making fun of each other in the interviews, post-game interviews. So I had to go with the Wizards for the most surprising.
What about you, Chino?
Most surprising, I was going to say, no disrespect, bro. I was going to say Portland, but
Portland for disappointing?
Yeah, but I'm looking at the standings right now, and I'm looking at Atlanta sitting at 4 and 8.
Yep.
After what they pulled off last year, making that Eastern Conference Finals run, Trae Young taking bows in New York.
Yeah.
I expected them to come out firing, coming out with like, yeah, we can do this.
Yeah.
So to see them sitting at 4 and 8 and not even, I know we 4 weeks in, but not even currently in the playoffs, even in the top 10.
Right.
Kind of disappointed in that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And then for my most surprising, I think it's probably the same as Graw, the Wizards. Like I knew they got Cools, but this is the first time we get to see the real Cools, and I didn't know he was this Cools. Like I knew he was good because you saw him a little bit before LeBron got there and did what LeBron did. But after seeing him by himself, he exceeded my expectations of what I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to have to like slow roll himself into figuring out his own play style.
Yeah.
But They out there balling. Him and Brad look great together. They got Trez out there bringing them some fire.
Yeah.
You know, they got a solid bench. They got Raul Neto.
Yeah,
It's
they
tough.
got a solid roster. They got a solid
5-1
roster.
at home,
Tough.
holding it down in DC.
Tough, bro.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
got
no, I'm gonna piggyback out your answers, your picks, Chino. I definitely gonna go Atlanta 4-8 because if y'all remember, I had Atlanta being on the same level as the Bulls this
Yeah.
year. So the fact that they only 4-8, yeah, that's surprising to me because they got a fully healthy roster, like everybody's back.
Yeah.
So you would figure they would take that next step, but I don't know, man. Chino was right about this again. He said he was too young or something. You said something, but whatever.
Yeah,
They
man.
just ain't gelling. They ain't doing something right. And then as far as just the most surprising, I gotta go with the Wizards too. I ain't see them being where they at now. I said I ain't realized they had on people in that roster either. Even Spencer Dinwiddie, I forgot they had him.
True.
Balling.
He had some big shots the other game I was watching. I can't remember which one.
So you just put all them pieces around Bradley Beal, man. They gonna be a tough out.
Yeah, man. Brad looked happy.
Mhm.
At one point, he wasn't too happy.
When you see this Brad with Russ, I'm gonna get Russ on, man. My bad. Because I really do like. I just be arguing with my homeboys, and I don't see how they don't see what I be saying.
That's a fact, though. I completely forgot Russ was there last year.
You wasn't smiling like that.
That's crazy. It started off good.
Yeah.
But hey, it went downhill after that. You give him that.
Hey, yo.
It went downhill after that. But no, man. So wrapping up sports talks this week. Definitely been a good week of basketball. Not so good for my boys. Beautiful South boys.
Yeah.
Me and Peas, our boys struggling a little bit, but
They actually winning over there. It's just look
it
crazy.
looked nasty.
Yeah, it just don't look
Look
fun.
nasty.
It looked nasty.
And don't forget about my other boys too, Luka and the Mavericks too.
I was ready to go
You know what I
ahead
mean?
just now.
Don't forget about them. They 7-3. It was 7-3. They're 7-4 now because they lost to the Bulls.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He was beating them by like 20 or something. I don't remember what quarter it was.
Hey, Hoopers, y'all should have seen the text chain. The text chain is gone. Man,
But I ain't gonna lie, girl. When they was playing last night, I was actually trying to ignore the chain. I knew he was gonna be on there flexing, man.
Facts. My man, shout out to AC. Alex Caruso had 6 kills, man.
Another guy
Zach
that
Levine shot 7 for 8 from 3. You know what I mean? Who said he can't shoot? Appreciate y'all, New Orleans.
When I saw Alonzo had 20-something points, I said, oh yeah, that's game.
Yeah, it's over.
Facts.
Yeah. When Alonzo scored 20-something, he almost impossible to beat. And I don't really
Jamal
watch him
only
like
had
that.
17, and we win like that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, shout out to Lonzo, bro. Throwing his thing out there, man. Shout out to Lonzo.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that's the weekly wrap up for our squads. Y'all know Chino got the Bulls. Y'all know I got the Blazers. You know, P's got the Lakers / Mavericks. You know what I mean? So if y'all want to talk trash about our teams, hit us in the DM, whatever it is. I'm a fan. I ain't going nowhere. It is what it is.
Word.
But he on his high horse. Right now. He on his high horse right now. But it's all good.
Yeah.
We'll be there one day. But moving on, of course, we got the famous segments coming up. If y'all been following us, they've been some good ones, some spicy ones like P's like to say. So we're gonna kick it off with the famous Panic and Pad. Let's go, P.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before I get into it, I just want to do a quick shout out to our sponsors for this segment, Dimensions Dance Center. On the social media, you can follow them at Dance with DDC. And they got a Facebook as well, Dimensions Dance Center. So yeah, just go ahead and check them out, y'all. Check them out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So y'all ready for this one, fellas?
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all already know I call these joints spicy, man.
Sriracha.
So y'all know I always do a brief little description, you know, before I give y'all the names, but both of these dudes, I don't want to say the primary players on the team. I guess you can call them primary players on their team. But they got a co-star next to them. Both of them good defenders, both of them good offensive players. Both of them at key moments sometimes in the playoffs, in my opinion, have choked. But both of them are great players, though. So I'm gonna just get right to it. And Chino, I'm gonna go to you first.
Yes.
I feel like I always go to Chino first.
Yes.
You said a prayer or something.
I was like, please.
I feel like I always go to you first. My bad, bro.
What we got?
But
That's
no.
cool. What we got?
So we got my man PG Paul George versus Jason Tatum.
Oh, that's
See,
tough.
I told you, yo, you always be like, oh, that's easy. And then it'd be like,
Yeah.
Word, because I knew who you was thinking was easy, but
yeah.
that's tough.
PG or JT. I'm gonna have to say, just what's coming to the front of my mind, PG. PG, because before PG got hurt and that run that the Indiana Pacers was making year after year, just meeting up with LeBron, and LeBron being like the MJ at that time, and you know it is what it is. Paul George was like an all-purpose all-star. You know, like I consider myself when I'm on the court, I consider myself all-purpose, but I'm not all-star level all-purpose. You know what I mean? Right. He's like an all-star level defender, elite all-star level scorer, elite basketball IQ with, you know, minus his little mental health thing, which everybody's allowed to have.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Respect the minimum.
Yes. But before that leg injury, bro, like PG was virtually unstoppable. So I'm gonna have to go with PG on that.
So let me ask you this though, because you mentioned about Paul George going neck and neck with LeBron back when he was with Indiana. So if you remember in the playoffs last year, the Nets played the Celtics. And Jason Tatum was going at KD. And I think a couple games he gave him 40 something, gave him 51 game.
Sure.
So KD is an all-time great as well, but JT elevated his game to kind of match you know, KD's game. So just speaking on that, you know what I mean?
I don't think you're wrong if you say JT, bro. Like, but just I don't know, because he's smooth too, and I like smooth that, but PG smooth. I can't even go. It's tough, bro. It's tough. I ain't gonna lie, because they both smooth killers. Like they both don't seem like they put a lot of effort, but they kill you. Yeah. Right. That's tough. They both pretty deep. I'm just gonna go with PG.
What about you?
He dunked on Braun in the era when he dunked on Birdman in the era where I hated that Heat team.
Yeah, true.
Good point.
I'm gonna go with that nostalgia for me.
I had some time to think this time, you know what I mean? So
you're welcome.
I'm gonna go with PG too. I'm really not a PG fan because of what Dame did to him, you know, in the playoffs, the wave and all that stuff. He was talking a lot of trash that game, but I respect this game. He just got a beautiful game, bro. Pause if I had to. I don't think I got one, but he just got the flow to his game. He just looked like he came out the womb a hoop. Like he didn't have to practice. He looked like one of them guys that come on the court and you like, oh, yo, nice. Like without him even dribbling. Yeah, he just got the hoop of swag. He got everything about him just scream basketball. And watching him play the Blazers last night was like, dang, nice. Like for real, it's not too much you can do to stop Paul George. He can only stop himself. Watching Jason Tatum, he still got room to grow. He still got a lot of things that he can get better at. He's great too, but I would have to definitely, if they was right in front of me and I'm picking them for my team, I'm picking Paul George.
Picking PG?
Yeah, picking PG.
I feel like you're on a JT train.
Here it comes.
No,
because he came and he's like, but I got this.
Yeah, but you know, P's always hit you like he always hits you with a fact after you say
like, I feel like it's a setup. Like you gonna let me throw me the hoop.
Yeah, he always
block my shot.
That's a good one. He definitely threw you the hoop like that's a good point. But listen to this though.
No, both of y'all made some great points about PG, man. PG smooth, but I feel like JT smooth as well, man.
Yes.
And I remember exactly what KD said last year when he was playing, but he pretty much, you know, he validated JT, said he was the truth. And there was some times where like KD couldn't guard him at all. Like he had him on skates the whole time and he went one-on-one. But both of them, like I said, played defense, both of them can score. But I could honestly say I've never seen Jason Tatum, how can I say it, like
tries not to say choke.
Choke. You can't call your man playoff P and then turn into pandemic
P. Again with another good point. Again.
But he was going through, you know,
Well, can I?
his head trauma.
No.
No.
Chino brought up a good point. Now I'm gonna twist it on you. So you said when PG was playing against the Heat when he was with Indiana, if you remember that really young Boston team with JT took LeBron and them to 7 games with the Eastern Conference Finals. If you remember that year too. So that comparison with playing LeBron against a super team, JT took him to 7 games when he was with
I think they went 7 with PG and them too, like 2 years back to back. I think. I could be wrong. We unprofessional professional. Somebody.
There's emoji.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but overall, there's no wrong answer here. Like we always see, I mean, both of them killers. Hoopers, we would love for y'all to chime in, let us know who y'all think.
Facts.
I heard somebody, my bros were telling me somebody trying to slide me on the Dennis Rodman comparison last week.
Yeah, man. Shoot shots at me. I ain't even say nothing.
Shout out Gabe, bro. I'm gonna call you out. Shout out Gabe, bro. But look, you got hit us in the DM or comment on our joint, so my man got a chance to reply.
So I don't keep taking heat from everybody. Like I say, I'm on.
As soon as we walked in the building, he on me like, "Why y'all back off?" I'm like, "Oh, I ain't even back off. I was trying to make my point."
Facts.
He just had a good argument. That's all I'm saying.
I'm like, but he was kind of right. He said, no, he didn't.
Shout out to y'all, bro, Gabe, man.
Yes, sir. Comment, y'all. Don't forget, comment. I mean, I know y'all be watching it and y'all hit us up personally, but comment. Let's bring other people in so we can have a real conversation about it. We can get some good points in.
Definitely.
But another great fair to compare as always. Good job, Peas. We're gonna move on to the next segment, which is my segment, and I call this Conversation Starters. All right, y'all. All right. I got, again, shout out Poddex, first of all. If y'all have a podcast out there, y'all looking for things to talk about, download the app. Super easy, bring up topics. Shout out Poddex. But then again, I got to shout out our sponsor for this segment, Charm and Lawn Care. Follow them everywhere at Charm and Lawn Care. Get on that list.
Yes, sir.
But so for this one, just a nice little question. Conversation starters, like I call it. So this question is, if you could go back and stop time, which NBA player's career would you like to see in their prime? So I'm gonna start off with P, since Sal got the first one last time. Give him a chance to think. So if you could stop time and go back and watch any NBA player in their prime, which one would you watch?
So you sound like people we didn't see?
Yeah, people we didn't see, or whoever you know what I mean? If you could stop it and just go watch.
No,
They say back in time. So
no, I got a good. Well, I got mine. Magic Johnson.
Ooh,
With the Showtime Lakers. Yeah, just seeing highlights and stuff all the time, running down the court, doing those slick passes, and they was always running gun. And he had a high basketball IQ, the original point guard of the Lakers. No, man, just me being a basketball junkie and just hooping myself and being a point guard, I would have loved to be able to see that in the prime, man.
Yeah, that would have been dope, bro. At the Forum, watching them play.
Yeah.
Watching all them champions. Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
I like that. Chino, who you got?
Oh man, that wasn't really much time. Easy sure.
My segment go.
My
segment go.
If I could stop time and watch anybody, I would probably say MVP Derrick Rose.
I knew that was coming. Why did it take you so long to say it?
That's great.
I think that was.
I was trying to be like fair to everybody else in the NBA, but I'm not gonna lie to myself.
Why Derrick Rose?
Because I just was seeing it on TV, like P said, it looked kind of like magical. It looked like, how was he able to play basketball? Yeah. You know what I mean? Play basketball like this.
Word. So
I would just love to see that up close and try to like get a feel for why he do certain things or see what he might have saw to make him, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Feel the room when he do certain plays, like when we play in Miami, just feel that.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Mine, of course, everybody easy answer would be Jordan.
Yeah.
So that ain't my answer though. I would probably go Spud Webb or Muggsy Bogues. So if y'all can see the height difference in here, these guys are a little bit taller than me. You know, so I was always on the shorter side. So those was my guys, especially Muggsy Bogues. I watched him growing up. My cousin is his cousin. I played him one-on-one before, you know what I mean? But I never got him saved. I never got to see him play in an actual game. But just to see him go up against like a Jordan or whatever and take that competition, like that was so much motivation for me when I was younger to be like, oh, I can do this. Like I'm a little guy, but I can do this. So, and he was nice. So probably be more Muggsy than Spud. I would have loved to see the dunk contest with Spud, but I mean, shout out Muggsy and Spud, but it would be my man Muggs.
Just to add my second, it'd have been T-Mac.
T-Mac.
Just to throw that
T-Mac, that's a good one.
down.
It was crazy, like no caps, you know. The first name that popped to my head was Derrick Rose. But then when he said people, I guess, going back in time, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go Magic. But Derrick Rose definitely, like before them injuries, man, Derrick Rose, he was amazing to watch. He was amazing to watch.
True. Very true. So that's my segment, y'all. We're gonna post this again on our Instagram, see what y'all think. You know what I mean? Who would y'all like to see if we could pause time and see him in their prime? Who would you like to see?
That was a good one. Shout out to Paul Dutz.
Shout out Paul Dutz. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to the next segment. My man Chino's segment. Hooper the Hooper. Let's get it.
Yeah, Hoopers. This is the segment Hooper the Hooper, brought to you by our sponsor, Buzz Mobile Bartending at Talk About Buzz on Instagram and Facebook. You know, check them out. But this week's question is from another anonymous Hooper. I don't know what's up with this anonymous.
I see our names, man. Come on,
man. Like I said last time, respect, I guess. But this week's question is, what is your favorite basketball moment? Now they did specify, but I'm gonna assume that it could be either from the NBA or personally. Ooh. And I'm gonna start with my man Graw because he said he gave me time, but he really didn't.
We live right now, right? I got a few, you know what I mean, good moments, but I'm not even gonna go with Dame. I'm gonna go with my man B. Roy.
I knew it.
Against them Dallas Mavericks, fourth quarter, playing with no meniscus in his knees, bone on bone, brought them guys back and got the W, man. That was the best game I ever seen in my life. So, best basketball moment ever is that he hit the shot against T-Mac and them, half court.
Heartbreaker.
Heart bringer together for me.
Hey, bro, I stayed up late to watch that game, man. I'll never forget that game.
That's crazy, bro. I stayed up late to watch that game too. I seen it. I watched Dame hit a game winner against them same Rockets. I watched Dame hit a game winner against OKC, but gotta be Brandon Roy, bro. Best game I ever seen.
I think that was a great game. I remember that. What about you, Beast?
That's tough. So I'm gonna go away from the NBA. So I'm gonna go a little bit more local.
Okay.
So for all our hoopers out there who do know us personally and everything, so y'all know we based in Baltimore. So I went to Patterson High School in East Baltimore. So I actually played for Patterson for a year, and I was a point guard. And my number was 3. So like once I graduated, like fresh out of high school, I still went to the games and everything. But it was one particular game. Shout out to my man DJ Smooth. He was DJ at my wedding when my wife got married and everything. He went to Emerson High School. That's high school in Baltimore City as well. So Emerson played Patterson. I want to say it was the city championship. They played up Coppin State.
Yeah, I remember.
They played up Coppin State. But the point guard that year for Patterson was a shout out to Kill Carl. For all our hoopers out there that's not from Baltimore, they call him the Crime Stopper. So I'm pretty sure y'all heard him right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all heard him at some time. But y'all know he was a killer. And
bro famous.
But yeah, in all that game, it was just a close game. Emerson was rough. They had a real good team too, but Patterson, they had a kill and a bunch of other good solid players. But the game was neck and neck the whole game. But y'all can hit us on the DM and let me know if I'm blind. But I just remember DJ Smooth. I think you definitely remember. My boy Kill, he hit a game winner like at the last minute of the game, and I just remember going crazy in the crowd. And I think, man, my boy DJ Smooth, he has some kind of bet or something, but just, in person, just being a fan of basketball, me being from Pass and all that.
That clip of pride.
That clip of pride, man.
Yes,
that was just a real good moment. Just, just to see that in person, that was pretty cool. So shout out to my man DJ Smooth, shout out to Akil, Pass and Clippers.
Dope.
Shout out, appreciate that. That was a good one. For me, I was gonna go NBA, but you just inspired me, Peace. I'm gonna go more local, man. For the hoopers who don't know, I did a little few years stint in the semi-pro league, the ABA, TTBL, APBL. I played in a few leagues, and my favorite moment that come from that experience that I'm thinking about, it was a game against our rival team in Baltimore. At the time, the rival team was the Lords of War. Based out of Essex.
Great game.
Yep.
Fortunately, I had my bros in the stands at this one. They was out there representing, and being that we both Baltimore teams, we were our Baltimore teams, and it was a Baltimore rivalry. We brought the city out. I ain't gonna lie, the gym was packed. Outside of like them playoff games in high school, playing against Dunbar, Digital, and all that, these was like the most packed games that I seen. So we get into the game, it's already a big noise around it. Game get heated, it's a close game, fourth quarter. One of my guys go to the lane and try to lay the ball up, miss the layup, and it's like a crowd in the paint. I came from the left side of the court.
You getting chills, look at
it. You see me, right? I'm amped, right? The whole game I'm amped, and I'm mad because it's this close. So my man went for the layup. I'm a board crasher by nature. So I'm following the ball. And I knew it was going to come off because of the way he laid the ball up. So I followed it. As soon as it come off, I jumped over like 3 Ds and put it back. The whole gym went, y'all was there.
Okay.
Y'all was there. Y'all remember that, yo.
Bro.
I felt the gym go crazy. I'm in it, like, this is my gym.
Yeah.
I'm home.
Oh, yeah.
Walking up and down. They had to call a timeout and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a little more. I am getting chills right now.
I get chills myself.
I remember being at that game.
Man.
Me and Peace was side by side, sitting right ahead of the court, bro. So it was lit in there, shorty.
Yeah, favorite basketball moment.
Everybody out there that got like a sibling or like a close bro that you grew up watching the grind and all that stuff, and you see moments like that, man, that moment was like, that felt like I nunked it. Man, Peace is on the court, like, let's go. Let's go. Sure.
I just remember wilding. I think even that game too, I remember now, like somebody in the audience was talking trash because I had the Pumas. I was one of the first people rocking the Pumas, the orange joints when they first dropped. Shout out to Puma. We can talk if you believe it.
Word.
But yeah, I had them on, and the city, not the city, but people in general, if they see you doing something that everybody ain't doing, they try to crack a joke or two. So I'm going back and forth with the dude in the audience. I get the dunk. I ran straight to him. And I said, I did in these Pumas, mother. In these.
Hey, he not capping either, Hoopers. He not capping, man.
Oh, facts, bro. That whole gym went crazy, man. Outside of the NBA and personally, maybe that was probably like one of my favorite moments to watch. I knew that. Like I said, man, I didn't watch this guy. It been times where I had to get him out the bed. You feel me? Like, come on, let's run these hills type of thing. You know what I mean? When he was trying to make Owens Mills. I felt the grind. I think I got cut my first year trying out for Portland.
Bro hurt.
Patterson. I got cut my first year, or I had to drop out because of my grades or something like that. But so I know the grind of what you had to do, and I was just trying to make sure he was ready for it. So
appreciate that. That definitely made it like that. Put the icing on the cake to be able to look over there and see y'all. Like
we was lit over there.
I was tired, bro.
I'll never forget, man. That joint was definitely lit. I think I was running around the stands and all that. Yeah. I think I still got the picture. I think I posted last year or something. I remember I was just like in the crowd looking like, that was a dope moment, man.
Dope moment, man. So the question, like y'all favorite basketball moment, we're gonna post it on our gram again. Y'all hit us up. Let us know your favorite moment, NBA or person. Personal probably will be a little bit more funny for real. I wish I had a personal moment. My moments is out the playground.
It used to be real out there in them trenches, boy.
Facts.
Mhm.
But no,
Playground where you get your stripes.
facts. Definitely in this city.
Facts.
This city, man. You got to be real about there.
Yeah.
Yeah, great segment, Chino. Shout out to my bros again. Our segment, we're gonna post them on our IG. Send us your feedback.
Facts.
Let
Definitely.
us know what you think.
Let
Yeah,
us
we
know
gonna
your
comment.
moments.
Let us know the moments.
PG or JT.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
All that.
Back in the day, your prime player who you would have liked to see, and then your favorite basketball moment.
Yes, sir.
Comment, man. Don't just look. We be seeing y'all. Comment
Yeah.
on it. You know, interact with us. We'll hit you back. We promise.
For sure. We get the support. Like they be hitting us up. We be having
Facts.
conversations all week. We just gotta drop that to the socials.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
we appreciate it all, man. Season 3, episode 4.
Episode
Sir.
4,
First
man.
in-person episode, man. Y'all done got something good, and we only gonna get better from here, man.
Hey, bros,
Yes,
I
sir.
would cheers, but all our drinks.
That we are.
Yeah, right here. Shout out Buzz Mobile.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Keyword buzz.
We empty over here, man. But
Hey,
Yeah.
but bros, but before we do go though, bros, don't forget hoopers. We do got a fantasy basketball Bronationhoops
Sure.
league out there.
yes, sir.
I think right now we got 20
20
hoopers right now.
slots.
We need another. I'm sorry. We got 12 people signed up,
Yeah.
so we need another 8. So if y'all interested in doing some fantasy basketball with us, definitely hit us on the DM or you can respond to our YouTube. Anyway, just hit us up, get in contact with us. You know, we got some prizes and merch and stuff like that to give away for the winner. It's a free entry, so sign up, have some fun with us, man.
Yes, sir. And again, this is our first ever fantasy draft and fantasy league. So we're gonna continue this every year as well, along with this podcast. So the prizes and the money and all that stuff, maybe one day. But for this one, it's like Pete said, there's no entry fee. You're gonna get something from us, the winner of it, if it's not one of us, because I feel like I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So if y'all trying to see me, it is what it is. The draft will be starting late November. Hit the page up for the details. Like Pete said, DM us. Let us know y'all interested. We got 8 more slots left. Shout out to the 12 that already joined, but we got 8 slots left. Let's get this going. Let's have some fun. Talk some trash, man. Be
Yes, sir.
competitive over here.
Yes, sir.
Talk
I'll let
some
y'all know
trash.
I'm drafting Melo first.
That's
Hey, the way he playing right now, man, he might win it for me.
Number 1 pick.
a fact.
Facts.
That's a fact. Whoever gets Steph Curry, it is what it is at that point. But no, season 3, episode 4 in the books. We appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all support mean the world to us, and it's just gonna keep pushing us. So we appreciate it. Anything else?
Sound like a rap to me, bros.
Cheers. Episode 4.
Cheers.
We out.